Welcome to Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. I'm your host, Poonam Kumar. For our interview this week, we'll be visiting with our urban forester to learn more about trees in Salt Lake City. And our History Minute this week covers Valley Tan. But before we check out what's been going on in the city, let's start with our legislative update. The City Council will wrap up the city budget process this month. It started when the mayor presented a recommended budget for the fiscal year 2015-2016 to the council in May. Several public hearings have been held. The budget becomes effective in July after a vote by the council. Salt Lake City has a new fire chief. In May, the council approved Brian A. Dale to head up the fire department. Dale, who has served as a deputy chief under former Chief Kurt Cook since 2009, has been with the department for nearly 30 years in a variety of capacities. The Utah Pride Festival took place once again in the heart of downtown, a testament to the welcoming spirit of Salt Lake City. The four-day festival and parade is a celebration of the LGBTQ community in the entire state, and the capital city is proud to host it each year. Salt Lake City hosted its second annual Open Streets event. Designed to take back streets for use as a public space, this massive street festival stretched across 900 South from 2nd West to 6th East and featured activities for the whole family, including music, sports, arts, and all the best food in the city. The Sorensen Unity Center, in partnership with Salt Lake County Parks and Recreation, Jordan River Commission, and the City Parks and Public Lands Division, hosted a joint community fair and Get Into the River event. There was music, food, canoeing in the Jordan River, and fun for the entire family. Councilmember Charlie Luke recently hosted Police Chief Chris Burbank for a district meeting on crime prevention. Wondering about crime numbers in your neighborhood? Visit the website on your screen. It's the urban forester's job to make sure the Salt Lake City trees are taken care of. Tony Gliot is here to tell us more about what he does.
My name is Tony Gliot. I'm the city forester for Salt Lake City. And as city forester, I'm responsible for the health, safety, and benefits that the urban forests provide. So we have 80,000 trees on public properties throughout the city. So in our parks and open spaces, on our golf courses, at city facilities, and of course lining all of our streets in the park strip. Well, we have a crew of expert arborists who are responsible for pruning, removing other emergency maintenance to our trees, as well as planting new trees. And with 80,000 trees to work on, that keeps them quite busy year-round. Urban forests provide a wealth of tangible benefits. They contribute to cleaning our air quality. They also reduce noise and light pollution that are inherent to any urban space. They lessen the amount of energy we consume in order to heat or to cool our homes and buildings. And they also provide intangible benefits. Trees make us feel good. They are a part of our memories. They're a part of our current identity, and they're an integral component to our future if we want to be sustainable and grow as a city. As a citizen of Salt Lake City, you have a wealth of service that is provided by the urban forestry program. If there is an issue with a tree in your park strip adjacent to your property, whether it has dead wood or is showing signs of insect or disease issues, contacting the city urban forestry office will get you a response by one of our expert arborists to come out, evaluate the conditions or needs of that tree, and then develop work orders in order to make sure that that tree is taken care of appropriately. Additionally, and perhaps most importantly, contacting the city and making them aware of an available planting spot and your intent to care for a tree were the city to plant one will be met very quickly with a new tree planted in that location in the next available planting season. The easiest way to contact the Urban Forestry Office is via phone at 801-972-7818.
And now it's time for our History Minute.
When the pioneers first came into the Salt Lake Valley, it was their intention to create an entirely self-sufficient world, and one of the first industries to prosper in the new Promised Land was that of leather tanning. Sometimes the need for leather was so great that they weren't able to tan it properly, giving leather made in the valley the reputation of being roughly made. They called this poorly made leather valley tan, and soon that term was coined to mean anything made in the valley in a very rough way. Soon it referred to all kinds of things, including Valley Tan remedies, quack tonics sold at ZCMI. One, called Valley Tan Liniment, claimed to cure bruises, sprains, and sore throats. Another, called The Essence of Life, was advertised as a cure for cholera, cramps, and diarrhea. The Valley Tan name was soon assigned to a whiskey that was locally distilled from wheat and potatoes. It too was sold at ZCMI, and sampled by none other than Mark Twain. He described it in his book Roughing It as, quote, the exclusive Mormon refresher. Valley Tan is a kind of whiskey or first cousin to it, he wrote. It is of Mormon invention and manufactured only in Utah. Tradition says it's made of imported fire and brimstone. Because of the new definition of the term, Valley Tan became the name of Utah's second newspaper, created in 1858 as a weekly counterpoint to the Deseret News. Though it lasted only 18 months, it began a long tradition of papers offering a differing viewpoint than that presented in the Deseret News, a mantle held today by the Salt Lake Tribune and Salt Lake City Weekly.
That's it for this week's Capital City News, your connection to Salt Lake City government. Be sure to tune in next time to see what's happening in Salt Lake City. For SLC TV, I'm Poonam Kumar.